All right, heading over to the SEC where we got the Florida Gators picking at number 17. The Gators went 9-7, really improved on their record first winning season in franchise history. They ended up finishing third in the SEC East. And we talked to Jared, and he was talking about how he's never really had that lethal tight end to add to the pack to the offense. He's got really good receivers, good running back, good quarterback. Now he's got a tight end to add to the mix. Like the other two tight ends that went before, Chow and Gonzalez, Bain is just right in that zone. This is the third tight end taken in the top 20. Bain's very similar to the other two. He's got a little bit less speed, more similar to Chow with his speed of only 70, but he's got 80 acceleration, 88 strength, and he's a really good blocker on both run and pass blocking, 90-90. He's got really good route running, bump and run avoidance, which is key, 88. The one downfall is he doesn't have the softest of hands. He has 71 hands, so you're not looking at the best catcher, but I do think that this is a player that could be very productive in this offense, especially with all the other weapons around him. And if all else fails, he could be a dominant left tackle or guard if they ever decided to move him down to line just because of his blocking skills. With the second round pick, they went for a linebacker. This was a position of need. I think that Jared really targeted linebacker here. And they took Wilfredo Benson, pick 19. Benson's another guy with similar speed to Bain, 72. Got good strength, 75. Tackling is right there, 71. Same with man coverage, zone 75. Good bump and run coverage. This is a good bump and run linebacker. You don't see that very often. They're not generated that much, but he's got 87 bump and run potential. So while he's not the best, I would say, in coverage in either zone or man, like not elite level, but he definitely has bump and run, so he's just not going to get blown by like some linebackers. I think he's an average linebacker in a lot of his attributes, basically in the 70s in most of them. So yeah, it might not be the most flashiest pick in the second round, but like we've said in other teams, when you have a need, a linebacker, they start drying up pretty quick, and so you're looking at guys that are a little bit less talented, and maybe you get a guy with better speed, but he's going to have, not as good tackling or not as good coverage. And whereas this guy is more of a well-rounded, average type of guy, I think he'll be able to plug in and get some playing time. You add him to last year's first-round pick Becker, and you got some young pieces to build a defense around. You already got an offense that's flying right now with a lot of talent, and so they're coming into their own. They just got to get this young defense headed in the right direction. So Super Sloth gave them a B. Whereas I went with the B plus. I thought that the Bain pick was really nice. I wasn't as excited about the Benson pick, but I think he's better than some of the players that were available that got picked before him. And so I really liked the Bain pick. I thought they got good value there, and so I gave them a B plus. I thought the Gators did some nice things in this draft and the off season.